Hello everyone, welcome to a complete sand speculation, the Grand Piece Online. We're going to be speculating what moves the sand fruit will have in Update 4. So yeah, this is going to be a fun video. Well, let's get into the first move. So the first move, there are two options this could be. Really, it's just based on the devs. We couldn't decide personally which one we liked more, so we kind of included both. I want to personally say which one I like, but yeah. So basically, first move is going to be like a sand splayed move, right? It's kind of spammable, has decent range, like medium range. So you hit, like you strike into the ground, sand kind of, you have to be on the ground, it strikes so long. It's pretty good. It'd be kind of spammable, blockable of course, it's only the first move. There's also another option for that is the sand tornado. It's a mini Sables, like the Sables move, it's kind of like a mini version of that. And it's going to be a little less spammable, it's still going to be blockable, but it's going to have more range, or no, it's going to have less range but way bigger hitbox. Because it's still like a sand whirlwind. It will stun you for like maybe 2 seconds when you get like 2 ticks on you, something like that. So both are going to be spammable and blockable. When I say spammable, I mean like 5-second cooldown or like 10-second or something. Not too long, but not like too low.
The second move would probably function like a grab move, similar to Bomb's grab move, but instead of hitting them away, it would like, dry them up, suck all the moisture out, because, sand does that, I guess.
Yeah.
It sucks all the moisture out, and then I guess it would like afflict a status of dried on them, which would make them slower, and I guess they would do more, take less damage. Take more damage.
And how long do you think that would last for? Like, Kai and I were thinking 8 seconds. What do you think would be reasonable?
I do think around, 5-ish, 8-ish.
Because it's gonna make you slower, which would be pretty good, and it's gonna make you take less damage. Like, you know how the mask kind of makes you take less damage? Instead, it's gonna make you take more. I said it wrong. It's gonna make you take more damage. So, not too much. Like, let's say the first move does like 30 damage, instead it's gonna be like 35 or something. Which can make a difference, but that's if they
it would be
land it.
helpful, because it would give sand some more like utility to it, instead of just being like attacking moves.
And if that's even a bad idea, you can still do the slow. Like how it makes you slow, because I still think that'd be a good idea. If you cut off some mobility, that'd be a pretty good idea. Especially since if you're gonna be dehydrated like that, then yeah, I think that'd be pretty realistic. Okay, so I'll just say the next move, which will be kind of like, so it will have like, it's a mobility move, right? And it will be sand flight or glide. So what's gonna happen if you're on the ground and use the move, then you're gonna glide along the surface. Think of like Ice Bike, but more acceleration and less top speed. Like, in total, it's gonna be way slower than Ice Bike, but it'll accelerate a little faster. You have to be on the ground for that variant though, you just go straight forwards. It's just good for mobility and getting out of moves. And then if you jump into the air, you can kind of fly. We're thinking like it would look like Marrow Flight, but instead of flame, sand. Because Crocodile does actually use this, he does sand flight. However, it's gonna maybe be like Zushi flight speed, so pretty slow. Like, Zushi flight's pretty slow, right? Like, about that, because it's still sand.
It's not exactly the fast. I think a bit faster than Zushi flight, because Zushi flight is pretty agonizingly slow.
Yeah, that's true. But then again, it's sand, and like fire, it kind of makes sense, but yeah. No, I think it would be fair for it to be slow, because it still has a glide.
Alright, so
I think that'd be fair.
I think the glide would probably be faster then.
Yeah. But it wouldn't be too fast. It's not like Ice Bike top speeds or anything like that. And I would guess somewhat of a good cooldown, just because of the fact that it's a good mobility move and you can use it in 2 different ways. Okay. Fourth move, the Spada. Basically, you launch up into the air and shoot 3 projectiles down. Think of them as like mini sand, kind of looks like sand swords. So yeah, you shoot.
This one is weird. I have no idea how Crocodile does it in the show, but it looks cool and would work as a good projectile, so
yeah.
I get it.
And it would be blockable, of course. Because
it's like 3 or 4 little sword-looking projectiles down that are made of sand.
Yeah. And so, like, will it have good spread? I'm gonna say it would have some decent spread. Like, if you're up close, all of them will hit. If you're far away, maybe like 1. Oh, nice. Okay, so that's of course gonna be blockable, but now let's get into like the block breaks. Like the grab goes through blocks, but let's go into the block breaks. The fifth move, this one's gonna be pretty cool. It creates like a whirlwind of sand. If you're on the ground, you can use this. So it's a whirlwind of sand, and anyone that touches the sand, if you just touch a little bit of the sand, you get sucked into the middle, and it kind of cuts them, like 5 ticks, kind of hit them a few times, and it's a block break. So really this
move would either be called like a sand pit or like I think ground death also kind of.
Yeah,
like
ground
an
death.
area around you. I think this one would be called ground death probably.
Yeah. And
The
it would,
ultimate,
the thing,
fairly self-explanatory.
and it would be pretty good to have 5 ticks, some bleed damage, I think. However, you could just jump over it or try Geppoing away. So if you don't have Geppo, that would be an issue for you. But it is the fifth move. It would have some cooldown. And you need to be on the ground to use it. So if you're Geppoing up, like if you're jumping over someone else's move, you cannot use that. Because it wouldn't be fair.
Yeah, that would probably be good.
Yeah, so like 5 ticks, some bleed. Pretty nice move. And then the ult will be Sables, a huge sand tornado that's aimable to your cursor. Like, I forgot to mention
Fairly
this.
self-explanatory.
Yeah. The first move is also aimable to your cursor, whether you're doing the sand splay move or like mini Sables. But this one's also gonna be. And it's a huge sand tornado, a good bit of ticks, of course a block break, it's an ultimate. But
And
it's
it would probably trap you in the tornado first so you can like
yeah. Like the animation will just bring you in, kinda.
Yeah.
Like it's bringing you in, and then if you hit, okay, well it just despawn. What do I throw this at?
You don't.
So thinking of combos, I don't, like what you could do. Maybe like you grab them and then do the whirlwind, the sand vortex. Things with the sand vortex, it's gonna have some charge up time. Think of like Ice Age's startup animations, kind of like that. It'll take that long, so it is reactable.
Well,
And I don't think that would have a true combo, because that wouldn't really make sense. Have something that's a true combo.
Seems more like grab them and just do your big move.
Yeah.
Like with a couple combos.
Or no, the first and fourth move, like La Spada and either Sand Splane or Mini Sables, those both are probably gonna be useful in combos. But the fifth and the ultimate, those just can't really be.
And I guess you could use ground death at the end of it.
Well, yeah, but it would have like the Ice Age's startup animation.
Yeah, you could.
So
I think it'd be more useful to like hurt and like trap them in a combo.
yeah.
It's in there.
So I think that's gonna be everything. And Eric just keeps drowning. This is so sad.
Yeah. I feel like it's my recurring bit.
It is. That was a very good use of tsunamis. Just a single caravel.
I hit 2 boats, so tsunamis aren't that useful.
If we just wait for more stuff.
Sure they are.
Eric, you should actually no. You summon your
No,
boat and do
because
anything.
whenever I actually use tsunamis, you guys just kill the boat and it becomes useless.
Yeah, but you could wait for more boat.
If I do, there'll just be dead boats.
That's
Is that
deep.
the
Okay.
is
So
this
yeah.
the end of the video?
Yeah, I think that's all about sand. Anything else? Oh yeah, so it's gonna be legendary, and I'm not gonna say what other fruits are coming out. But yeah, so I think that's everything, Eric. Right? Did we forget anything?
I don't think
Look,
so.
I'm just gonna go over it one more time. So basically, Sand Splane move or a Mini Sables. That's the first move. Pretty spammable, blockable. Second move is gonna be a grab that slows him down and gives him a debuff for a few seconds. The third move is gonna be if you jump into the air, it's a flight. Basically, a slow Zushi flight. If you're on the ground, it's a glide, and it's gonna send you forwards. It's gonna accelerate pretty fast, or no, it could accelerate slow to make it fairer, and won't have that much top speed. So yeah, a decent mobility move.
I've
Then the
stopped the lag.
And the fourth move would be La Spada, where you jump up into the air and shoot down 3 projectiles of sand. Blockable, of course. The fifth move is going to be Ground Death, where you send a vortex kind of on the ground, and if they get touched by the sand, they get sucked into the middle. Have 5 ticks, bleed damage pretty good. And then the ultimate will just be large sables, so that, you know, like a sand whirlwind. And it would have some good ticks, it would be a block break. Yeah, kind of like Ground Death. So yeah, I think that'd be everything. I think that sounds like a good fruit, honestly. I might want to try that.
But yeah, I think
It's
it'd
like
be a
that.
good fruit.
Yeah, if it's like
We
that.
have no confirmation that's actually gonna be like that when it comes out.
Yeah.
It could just be like terrible. Oh, he's got the king.
But that's
I
just,
couldn't get that.
if it's like that, then that'd be a pretty cool fruit. I'd probably want to try it. Of course, I'm gonna wait for training to die down before I get it. I did not miss that.
Even if Gum's like a rare, it's gonna be trading for like a Tori when it first I feel.
Yeah.
No, it would be trading for P, because remember when Marrow came out?
You're right. It'll probably be trading for legendaries, not Tori. I don't
Yeah,
know,
Tori.
it'll probably, if it's a rare, like, I'd probably, like, if it's a rare, I'd probably still want to eat it, but, like, I would not blame anybody if they get it and just, like, yeah, I'm trading this for a legendary.
Well, yeah.
That's such a good trade. Not blame anybody for doing that.
Okay, so yeah, that's everything's. Sand sounds good. Gum's gonna be very promising. And if I don't know if Banir has said yes. If by the time I edit this, I don't know if Banir has said yes. But I asked him if I could include the sand fruit model in this video. If he hasn't responded or if he said no, then it's obviously not gonna be included. So yeah. If he said yes though, that'd be pretty dope. Hey, the sand fruit model's looking pretty nice though, cause it's like a Mara, but sand. It's great. I like it. I like it more than Mara. Mara's a little boring in my opinion.
Great to
I guess like the
drip.
sand fruit would look like sand.
Yeah, and the old model, it was cool. It was pretty unique, but I feel like it was, I don't know, it looked a little weird. I don't think it really fits in with the rest of the fruits. Like, Magma can pull that off just because it has good effects. I don't know, the old sand fruit model did not look that good. But I like this one more. What do you think, Eric?
I agree with you, because I like the old sand fruit model, but I do think this one isn't.
Yeah. And I kind of see what they're going for because this is like half the fruits in the show. They kind of look like this.
Yeah.
It makes sense why it's a
Some are like
fruit.
more round.
Yeah, with like leaves
them are
looking
weird.
parts. All that.
Very few of them look weird like that.
Yeah.
So.
And I like how the stem kind of blends in. Like the sand, kind of like the yellow part of it, or whatever you want to call it, beige, whatever. It kind of blends into the black stem a bit. You can see like the color starts fading in. It's pretty nice.
I think it's like the best balanced fruit right now as far as looks.
Yeah. It's not like crazy in looks. Oh, okay, someone's boat skin can that would be Ethan's. Just like what was did. But like Magma had that shape that sand did, but like it can pull it off, in my opinion. And like Goro and Mero is just basic. That's just all it is. So I think this is good in between. So yeah, I like the model. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna end the video now. Yeah, thank you for watching and subscribe if this was very informative.